Hello and welcome to the 14.4 kickoff video for GitLab Geo. I'm Nick Wynn, acting product manager as well as engineering manager for the Geo team. We have quite a bit going on in 14.4. I'm particularly excited to highlight three things. The first is that in 14.3, we merged a lot of the development work for proxying requests from Geo secondary web UI and the API to a primary. And in 14.4, we're going to be performing solution validation of this work with key Geo customers. We're going to be testing this across development teams and fixing anything that's needed. And we're also going to be adding documentation for administrators to better understand and enable the feature, as right now it's disabled by default and needs a GitLab workhorse environment variable set in order to enable the feature. And this has been a very popular, highly requested feature for Geo. Once this is enabled, any developers using a Geo secondary will now have the same experience as if they were using a Geo primary site. And this will also allow administrators to put Geo primary and secondary sites behind a single URL to access GitLab. The next two items that I'm going to highlight are technical debt improvements that are going to improve Geo's performance and scalability, as well as code maintainability. So one thing that we're working on that we plan to finish in 14.4 that will unblock some other important work for us is that we're creating a worker to update replicable models verification details. And so what this is doing is it's allowing us to have a more scalable and performant solution for updating the tables that keep track of verification state for the different data types that Geo replicates. Once we complete this work, it will allow us to more confidently ship verification for several data types, including LFS objects, external MR diffs, pages deployments, as well as uploads. And we're also going to be taking advantage of Rails, Ruby on Rails 6's many database support. So before this, we had to do some manual overwrites in order to support the geo tracking database and having additional database connections. Now that Rails 6 ships with support for multiple databases, we're going to rewrite some of this functionality in order to take advantage of this feature. This should help us better align with the sharding group's decomposition efforts, as well as just generally improve the maintainability of this part of the code base. All right, so those are just a couple of things that we're working on in 14.4. I encourage you to take a look at our 14.4 planning outlook issue to get the full picture. As always, we work in a continuous style, so you can also follow along on our team's Kanban board to see the state of our in-progress issues. All right, thanks so much for watching and see you next time. Bye.